the less range I have to work with my archer. It's one of those interesting game mechanics that they incorporate in this game that I absolutely love. Yeah, they didn't put a lot of games on the NES Classics, but I have a feeling it's coming, and it's gonna be like what EA Games does with their games. They're gonna release bundles of games at a time and make you pay extra for what comes afterwards. Like, they'll probably offer a lot more games on their online store once they get all the kinks and everything worked out with the NES Classic. Yeah, Oblivion Horse Armor DLC is a is a great example of that. You pay $10 to get a horse armor pack. So yeah, they threw us right in the middle of battle. We learned the game mechanics right away. Obviously, if you've never played this game before, that battle would have been a lot more harder if you weren't aware of, you know, the height advantage, the hit percentage, all of those mechanics. This battle would have been a lot harder for you. Yeah, that's a very good point, Nick, and I feel like game companies shoot themselves in the foot when they deal with stuff like that, because they do all these big-time interviews on TV and YouTube and magazines and all this stuff, with people pressuring them so hard for a release date of all their stuff, and when they respond to that pressure with a set date and time in mind, I feel like you have a lot less creative control of what happens in those big game companies. They're so pressured to, you know, get it out, get it out, get it out. It's like working for Walmart on night shift, you know? You get told you have to have this done by this time, otherwise you're pretty much screwed, which is why I think indie developers and games is taking off right now. You get these amazing game developers that create their own game, right? And they have the fluidity and the ability to do whatever the heck they want with it because they're not pressured by those time constraints. They can make a change when they see fit. They don't have a crew of maybe 120 people that it has to go through and, you know, get approved. They can just make a change whenever they want it. Where these big time game developers can't do that because they're pressured for time, and if they miss it, and, you know, the community goes up in an uproar, you know? So, again, with the starting of this game, we have an idea of what's going on. We have our protagonist, Ash here, who's trying to restore the peace to the continent Ashtaria, and he's doing that at this point right here in the game by tracking down this mercenary who just broke out of prison. They're kind of interrogating and trying to find his boss, trying to see what's going on with the continent, why it's in chaos, you know? It's just genius how they made this game take off. See, like, look at it, in a few lines of text, they just opened up this gigantic mini storyline within this game of bandits cutting off trade and opening their own black market. It kind of makes you think, is the same person responsible for causing the chaos within the continent, you know? Is this same person responsible for the disappearance of the priest of Ashtaria that was made in such a big deal during the opening cutscene? Who the heck is Felicia Day? Just in the first 10 minutes of this game, it develops so much personality within the characters. You know, we've got Ash, who we don't know if he's going to be a great leader or not. We're put in the battle to pretty much kill all these people, but leave this big bad guy right here, and then interrogate him. And one of Ash's members wants to go ahead and kill him, and we got Ash here being the good guy that he is. It gives us a sense of his personality, you know? He wants to do things for the greater good. He doesn't think that taking this guy's life is going to accomplish anything. See? It's absolutely crazy. She's a nerdy. Oh, okay. Alright, the one with the huge nose. Well done, Ash. Great report. I love Diego. He's awesome. The personalities of these characters are so great. I mean, you got the good guy, and then you got the little rebel, who's like a political anarchist in a good way, and then you got Mr. Clint over here who plays by the rules. This game is like, it was predicting the future of 2016 and 2017 with the way things are now. Shut your mouth, Diego. You had every right to mouth off. Great job, everybody. This game is America, that's right. Sure, let's head to the tavern for a drink. Thought it would get better after the war, but now everything is taxed and you can't walk on the streets at night. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. What's the young man have to say? The streets are filled with criminals and our console is filled with politicians who only care about padding their own nests. I mean, come on. The resemblance is uncanny. Now it's daily terrorist threats. What's going to happen to this country? I don't know, Nick. What the heck is gonna happen to this country?
The terrorists killed Mr. Smetana, head of the council, just 3 days ago. They say it was the work of the old royalists. But if you ask me, it could have been any of a dozen different groups. I'm just surprised it didn't happen sooner.
If Eris were here to see how things have turned out, I wonder what he would say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A riot. It's a good thing we're here, right? We better head over to the Dover district. The Royal Ghetto. The army decided that the royalists were behind the assassinations. No, I gotta buy more herbs, darn it. Alright, let's just head over to the Dover district. That's an interesting theory. It'd be Excalibur! He surrendered! Don't kill him! That's just rude. Yeah, barbarians, you tell them.